Welcome to everyone tuning in.
This is Titan Radio,
The
the
space
space where
where
you'll
you'll never
never
feel
feel
out
out
of
of
place.
place. Hello, everybody. My name is Renee Jamila,
And I'm Kael Zabat.
and we are your main hosts from the Toastmasters Club.
In the last episode, Kiara, Hannah, and the other guest speakers discussed about our mental health in an online setup and the obstacles and the hardships that we students face. But Renee, that actually makes me think like, what if we reach the point in our lives where magiging mas stressful na? Like, yes, school is stressful, but just imagine like working a serious, like, actual job. I bet it's going to be much more stressful.
Yeah, I agree. Like, sure, our grades would not be on the line anymore, but instead of those, it would be our livelihoods and
True.
salaries. So, yeah, a lot harder.
I agree. So, like, I think that while it's early, it's necessary to get insights about careers and goals, which is actually funny because our topic for today is about career and goals. So, I think it's important to actually inquire someone who has experience.
Well, good news is that we have someone who we can talk to about this topic. And, well, she is an owner of a local and booming crochet shop called Yels, where she, the owner also known as Yels, hand makes her products. She is currently studying as a grade 11 UM student, and on top of that, she is an LSQC alumna. Everyone, let us give a warm welcome to Miss Arryela Magno.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hello po, how are you doing po?
Oh, I'm doing great.
That's good to hear po. Can you tell us more about your business po? Kasi I think that our listeners would be highly thrilled to hear about your amazing business.
Yes. So Yels was actually created in March of 2021 pa. And I started it on a whim actually, since I just posted a TikTok about one of my creations and it started going viral, and I was a bit pressured to start the business, but I guess it went well naman in the long run.
That's really great to hear po.
Yeah, we can definitely see that it's going great. Like, pina-follow ko si Ate Ariela sa Instagram, sa Instagram page niya. And like, I see all the products that she has made sa business niya. And it's all really good, honestly. Good job on those.
Same. I've
Thank
also
you
seen
so
her.
much.
Yes, I've also seen her Instagram page actually, and the products that she makes are really diverse and really colorful.
Yeah, so really good job there, Ate Ariela. Okay, so I have this small story that I would like to share. So there was this one time in her homeroom, and our class had to take a career type test. Basically, the test would tell us what career type we had and what careers it would correspond to. There were career types such as realistic types, helper types, and so on and so forth. I myself got the artistic type, and honestly, it kind of bummed me out because of the fact that I want to be a businesswoman or an accountant and, well, a lawyer. And sadly enough, the artistic type did not line up with any of those careers.
Well, that's really unfortunate to hear, Renee. Um, I actually also took the test, and I don't remember the result I've got, but I think I had the artistic type of job. So yeah, but anyway, let's actually ask at the Ariella about your situation. So at the Ariella, have you experienced for like Renee's situation where the world has another say for your dreams?
Well, to answer your question, yes. Actually, I took the same test back when I was in Lourdes pa, in LSQC. I took the same test and I got the same results as you two na artistic yung courses na mas bagay sa akin. And I wasn't really bummed out because I like being artistic, but at the same time, I also wanted to take up a psychology course. So it didn't really align. But I guess it went well naman kasi I'm still being artistic, and in the future I do still plan to take a psychology course. So I guess you can do two things at the same time, like being artistic and taking up another path sa despite what others may think that you will be more capable in pa.
Yes po. Okay, that's actually so true po. Thank you for
Yeah,
giving us your experience po and some insights about Renee's situation po.
and thank you from me, of course. Now that we're talking about that, let's talk about how factors such as personality, experiences, and skill sets affect your career choices. Let's talk about how these factors decide whether your goal is unrealistic or realistic. So, Ate Ariela, what's your say in unrealistic versus realistic goals? How can you like separate them? Where's the line between them, and so on and so forth?
I guess you can differentiate it pagka, of course, ano, being in a household na dapat practical yung choices mo, you have to earn money because syempre you need to um, help your family pagka in need na sila since you're not financially stable. Um, paano ba? Paano ko ba sabihin? I guess okay lang magkaroon ng unrealistic goals and okay lang din na unahin mo yung realistic and practical na goals. But at the same time, you don't have to give up on your dreams no matter how unrealistic they are. And you can pursue anything that you want naman. To me, kasi ako, supported naman ako sa kahit anong decisions ko and I hope that kayo din. But I have to take into account kung ano yung makakabuti sa akin in the future. So I guess if yung unrealistic goal mo is something that could make you plummet in the future, I guess it would be okay lang din to work on muna on being stable enough to pursue a dream na hindi ganun ka-practical. But to me, mas magandang unahin yung stability instead of the dreams na you want to pursue na medyo hindi malapit sa katotohanan. So, in other words, it's okay to dream big and to dream far, but mas maganda nang unahin mo yung stability mo. Kasi ako I didn't think of running a business at all kasi it's not in my comfort zone. Kasi I'm super shy. I don't like talking to people much, and this job requires me to talk to other people, to strangers, and have full on conversations with them. And actually, I was really shy about my pricing, but I had a support system na sinasabihan ako na it's okay, gawa mo yan eh. Um, it's okay for you to price how much you should price kasi yun yung value ng work mo. Yun yung laging sinasabi sa akin ng mom and ng sister ko. That's why um, I guess nade-develop na din yung um, career ko, if I can say that, if it's a career. And to me, it was unrealistic na maggagawa ako ng business. And now it became a reality. So your unrealistic dreams could also be true. And you just have to work for it.
I agree so much with everything that you said. And how about now? How is your business doing?
Mm, right now, ang dami kong orders since probably because magka-Christmas na and they need gifts. And I'm working non-stop. Actually, right now, may kinokrochet ako ngayon. But um, sometimes it gets really hard to balance my personal life, my school, my education and my business. So I guess that's one of the risks that I took na hindi ko na-expect na maraming mag-order, ganon. And I didn't expect na it would actually, actually magtutuloy yung business for this long. Kasi I thought crocheting was just a hobby, and I thought crocheting was just another hyperfixation on my part, and maboboard din ako, ganon. But since it became a business, it also became a responsibility. But I am having fun while I'm doing it. And at the same time, I'm earning money. So I guess it's a win-win na nagagawa ko yung gusto ko, and I'm earning from what I do, and it makes me happy then.
That's really great to hear po, Ate Ariela.
And like it just shows sa business niya na your dreams can both be seemingly unrealistic, I guess. At first, it can be unrealistic at first glance kasi you don't really see businesses na crochet yung focus, honestly.
Yes.
Pero in the end, nagiging realistic siya kasi ginawa ni Ate Ariela, ginawa niyang focus yung business niya. So, in the end, naging, well, realistic siya. And that's honestly really good, especially since my support system pa siya from her loved ones.
Yeah, and I would just like to add dun sa sinabi ni Ate Ariela kasi she made some really good points in distinguishing unrealistic and realistic goals. Like, I would just want to say na distinguishing unrealistic and realistic goals can really guide you in the right path. Especially, of course, kay Ate Ariela, then she also has a support system. So that's really a plus. But Ate Ariela, as you said, you had trouble po balancing your personal life and your business. So, what are your, ano po yung mga ginawa nyo para po i-balance yung personal life po and your business po?
Right now, what I do is habang kunyari nagkaklase and there's a lecture in online class, I'm really thankful na we're having online class ngayon kasi if we weren't, I wouldn't be able to balance it at all, and I'd have to stop um, my business. So habang may class, I always try to crochet, and to be honest, naging part na ng personal life ko ang pagko-crochet. I never stop. I don't stop at all. And let's say walang orders, I just crochet pa rin kasi I need to post, I need to promote the shop, so I need to make new things. And I really enjoy it naman. Plus, my mom is also helping me. I taught her how to crochet, and she helps me, but she just tries to make stuff on her own, and she gives it to us. She makes us clothes if she wanted to, and sometimes we don't really use it. But I'm in charge of the orders, and if I needed help, she says she's just always there to help. She can just pick up where I left off and helping with the orders if there was too much. So that helps with balancing everything kasi I have help, and hindi, it's not like I do it alone na lang, ganun. Well, mostly, pero I have help, so it's easier to do something when you have help, and especially something as time consuming as crochet. Ang hirap talagang i-balance. So while I have classes, I crochet. Pagka wala ng classes, I crochet. But when there's homework, I try to do it as fast as possible. And thank God na I passed with flying colors pa naman sa Trinity. And ayun, I guess everything's going well naman. Though it gets hard sometimes that I just break down na, oh my God, ang dami kong gagawin. Oh my God, I still have orders. Oh my God, I haven't replied to a customer. I have homework. My group mates are messaging me. It gets really hard, and I don't have time for myself anymore sometimes. So it takes a toll on me sometimes. So I want to take breaks sometimes, but I can't. And ayun, right now I'm just trying to get by na lang personally. But as long as I'm earning, and as long as I enjoy making my products, I'm good pa rin naman. Okay lang. Napapagod, nasa stress, but um And I enjoy what I do. I get tired lang minsan and maarte lang talaga ako sometimes.
I mean, I guess you could say that you see crocheting as not only like a business opportunity, but it's also something that distresses you, right?
It's something that stresses me as well. I thought it
Ironically,
was just a
yeah.
chill activity, di ba? Kaya ako nga pinick up yung hobby because it was just something na I can do in my pastime but then it become a business. But it's okay. I find it fun and I like what I do kasi I like what I create. And I think um, part of me being a perfectionist contributes to that kasi I like to nitpick my things. So when it's good, I feel some sense of reward and uh, a sense of achievement and napaproud ako sa sarili ko. Like, oh my God, ang ganda ng gawa ko. Ganun. So, I guess it's good on me then na na-appreciate ko yung sarili ko when I make good products.
Yes, and I really agree po with all the points that you've made po so far. And it's really good to hear po na I mean, your hobby has turned into something na ikaka-bonding po ng mom niya and you, and something that would de-stress you from other problems in life. Pero po, of course, crocheting skills are not inborn, like you're not born with it. So how did you discover po na crocheting was your thing? And what would you suggest our listeners to do po para ma-discover din po nila yung talents nila?
Actually, my cousin, I think you know her. She was in LSQC din dati. Kiana Ikong. She started embroidering and she started a business also. And she was starting to crochet then and then she taught me and then I just started to learn from that. And actually, ano, I got the idea of crocheting from her. So I guess half of the business would go to her um, as credit. Because if she didn't teach me how to crochet and if I didn't pick up that hobby, Yels.ph would be non-existent, right? So she taught me how to crochet and I really liked it. I really enjoyed it at the time and I just started creating and I practiced and I practiced. I started in November of 2020 and by March of 2021 I started my business because it was just a hobby. I wasn't planning on starting a business with it. I wasn't planning on profiting from it, but I guess it how everything unfolded was uh great for me because now I have a great hobby that I'm good at that hindi lang naging hyperfixation. And then, what was the second half of your question ulit? Sorry.
What would you suggest po that they would do para po ma-discover din po nila yung talents nila?
Mm, I guess you should just try new things. Like, pick up a hobby, pick up a new interest. Don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone, especially. And, just try new things. And if you do something that you actually really love to do, and you like doing it on your pastime and it's something that makes you happy and it's not something that stresses you out too much or it doesn't like drain you mentally or physically ganun. I guess it's a good habit to pick up more and more interest kasi it not only um, gives you a lot of experiences and a lot of skills no matter how bad or how good you are on it. So, as long as you're picking up new interests, there would be a chance na you'd come around this specific hobby na pwedeng, ano, maging forte mo, ganun. Ayun lang.
Well, yeah, I agree with the fact that you should really try new things, especially things that seem fun to you. Like what Arryela said, she took up crocheting after being in after, well, getting interested into something that your cousin did, and now it's her business. And that just shows that you can identify your most developed skills or talents, and through experiences with, well, yourself and with other people, and you can consider whether or not that you can make a living out of them. In, well, yours, at the Ariela's case, it did become a business, diba? Now it's Yels.ph.
Yes, that's true. And also to all our listeners here, take this as a challenge to explore and really think and actually go outside the box.
Yeah, like what Ate Ariela said, you need to go outside the box. You need to think outside the box and do things outside of your comfort zone. So take it step by step, diba, Ate Ariela?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, now that we've talked about yung mga skills, talents, and support systems, let's go to another side of the conversation. Ate Ariela, have you experienced, well, risks in business in your shop?
Yes, of course. Just at the start of it, it was already a risk. Kasi, like I said, I just made the TikTok video and it became viral, and everyone in the comments was like, "Start a business. We're going to buy from you. Start a business right now." That's why the name. It's so ano, 'di ba? Parang super. Ay, yan lang yung name. Yes, that's literally her nickname. You know why? Because I wasn't planning on starting a business. I was really pressured into thinking, oh my god, they need a business right now. They want a business right now. What do I do? So I just started an Instagram page and I was crying. My sister was comforting me. She was in Canada. She was in call. She was like, "Bakit ka natataranta? You don't have to give them agad-agad." And then my mom was also comforting me. She was like, "Bakit ka natataranta? What's your problem? You don't need to give them what they want agad-agad. Pwede mo naman magdahan-dahan." And I'm like, "Hindi pwede. Kasi kailangan ngayon na. Kasi baka mawalan sila ng interest." So, at the start pa lang, it was a risk. Kasi I took a risk na bibili ba sila or hindi. I'm gonna start a business on a whim nang hindi ko pinag-iisipan. Would it turn out good? Ganun. Like, there was literally no planning behind it. And I also took a risk kasi I spent 12,000 pesos just for the start, just to start this business. I bought 12,000 worth of yarn and material and like the materials like the hooks and the markers like that. So, dun pa lang I took a risk na by spending my money na ganun kalaki, like 12K is not a joke. Like, it's not a small amount of money. At least for me, it's not because, I'm not that rich. And, ayan, that's the biggest risk at the start was actually investing money to start the business. And at first, nahirapan kami bawiin yan kasi, hindi pa naman napopromote, ganun. Like, um, it boomed because of a viral TikTok video, but at the same time, yung mga tao sa TikTok, they didn't even buy. Nobody bought anything the first few weeks. But I just started making stuff, ganun. Like, I built everything. Kuyari yung mga, I started from bucket hats, right? Because the viral
Yeah.
video was a strawberry bucket hat. And I started from that and I made a couple of designs and I made like a catalog ng stuff na binibenta ko, and nobody bought from that except for people that I know. And a few months after that, nagkaroon na ng traction ulit yung shop, na nagkaroon ng audience and engagements, and I actually started getting orders from people who I don't know, and that actually made me have so much anxiety because I really can't talk to strangers that well. So that's another risk I had to take kasi I can't talk to people, and then I'm going to start a business which would require me to talk to people. So that took me out of my comfort zone, which is also a risk. And ayun, it still went well. It was good kasi I personally, sa akin, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. But also, it could also be a great loss kasi it's a great risk, right? So, I took that step knowing I could suffer big losses, and I also took that step knowing that it could go really well, and I could reap what I sow na yung 12K baka madoble. Ganun. But again, I didn't really do it for the money, but I got scared kasi I spent a lot of money on it. Ganun. So pagka walang nabawi, it's just well, I did it for nothing. Like for what reason, 'di ba? So ayun, that was the risk I had to take na gagastos ako ng malaki without knowing kung magiging success ba siya or what.
Yes po. And it's also important to know po and like take note that sometimes taking risks may not be really like worth it. Pero that doesn't mean po na you have to like avoid and like stay away from risks, because even though it your risks don't become your risks don't become successful, quote unquote, the experience and the knowledge that you actually gain from taking the risk is just as significant as any other form of success and achievements.
Yes, that's very true. I agree.
I mean, that is, well, true. I second that. And, you learn so much from the processes that you go through, whether that process would be a risk or something that's a little more safe. And here's a little thing at Arryela. I think Yels.ph is really, it's a really unique name. It's short, but it's really catchy. Like when you think crochet, you would think Yels.ph. Like,
Thank you.
diba? And plus, it's your trademark. Like the fact that it's your nickname means that that business is yours, diba?
Yeah.
And of course, we are glad that the business has, come to fruition and that more people are noticing it. So, yeah, like great jobs of business. And I'm sure that all the risks that you have taken, including yung pagjo-juggle ng business and class, the capital that you spend, are all, they're all worth it in the end, like right now. We're honestly so proud of you for that. Diba?
Oh,
Right?
thank you.
Oh, diba? Yeah. So, Ate Ariela, what advice would you give to those who are scared to do risks?
Like I said, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. So think of that, but also be cautious kasi it can also be a big loss. But even if it would be a loss, win pa rin because you would learn from the experience like Kael said. And bonus points na lang yun kung diba, kung magiging successful yung risk na tinake mo. But I guess the experience is good enough kung hindi man naging successful. And we all take risk, no matter big or small man. So don't be scared to try something new or take a risk. If you don't do it, magre-regret ka lang na hindi mo ginawa and mapapaisip ka na lang, what if I did do it? And it became
Yes.
successful, ganun. So there would be a lot of what ifs and regrets. And I don't like living with regrets, and I don't think other people should too. So just take the risk and learn from it if it doesn't become what you expect, ganun. If it doesn't result in a good experience, it's still an experience. So when you take new risks in the future, you know what to expect na it could be bad or it could be good, and you don't have to be afraid of it.
Yes, that's so true po. Like risks and regrets are like connected po. And also risks and regrets also bring up the question po of like pursuing dreams or pursuing money. Um my opinion on this po, on pursuing dreams or pursuing money, is they're both important. They're like they're both essential, because dreams are the steering wheel of the car that is your life, and money is one kind of fuel for that car. So without the steering wheel, your car goes to random places, and without the fuel, your car goes nowhere.
That's a really good analogy. That's a really good analogy. Um, to me, wala namang problem if you were doing something just to pursue money. I don't think that's an issue or that's something bad. And I think it goes hand in hand then na you're working towards your dream to earn money then, because earning money could be a dream then, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but pursuing a dream, I guess it's more important to me than the money. Pero money is also super important then. Kasi, like you said, diba? Like, they go hand in hand. And without the other, it doesn't really work. It falls lang, ganun. So, ayan, I think pursuing dreams and pursuing money are both valid things separately and together then. Yun lang, yung opinion ko doon.
I mean, sabi niya nga kanina ni Ate Arryela na you have to focus on stability first before you could actually get to your dreams because from what I remember, from what Ate Arryela said, she had to spend capital, a total of 12,000 pesos in order to start her business. And there's no doubt that every business starts out with capital. So money does have a say, I guess, in your dreams because yun nga, you need capital. You don't really get to start your business without the right resources, diba? So, as Ate Ariela said, you have to focus on stability before you start on your business and really start on your dreams. At the same time, it's not just money, but it's also the will to continue our dreams.
Yes, but unfortunately, there are some people who are who don't have the capability to actually pursue their dreams because, for example, some singers, like, they need money to become famous and to actually sell their songs. So if you would like to pursue your dream, I think that you should, like, pursue money first at some, not really pursue money only, but I think that you should find a job that doesn't take all your time and energy so that you can have the time to pursue your dream as well as making money.
I agree. And sadly, on the other end of the spectrum, I guess, there are people who focus on money only. Perhaps it's because of their upbringing and their experiences, but they kind of give up on their dreams just to pursue a white collar job. I mean, there's nothing wrong with pursuing a white collar job like engineering, medicine, or lawyering. It's just that it becomes the apple of their eye and they forget about their dreams and they just focus on the money. So, as Kale said, their car goes to random plain spaces and their world loses color because of the fact that, they're only driving towards the money and not to where they want to be. So, yeah, I don't know where the balance is in all honesty because there are times wherein I lose my way in my dreams, and at the same time, there are times wherein I think about my future and I'm like, oh gosh, I'm probably gonna have to focus on money only. So I'm wondering, where in the world is that balance between dreams and money?
Yes, and I think that it's just equally important to have trust in yourself because I remember my mom always telling me, "Na, if no one will support you, then you are your number one supporter." So even if, I mean, the society doesn't want you to follow your dreams, then I think it's up to you if you want to listen to them or you will continue on with your dreams and be happy and also make money.
Ate Ariela, for you, where in the world is the balance between pursuing dreams versus pursuing money?
Well, I guess it's a choice then for you to balance that. Kasi we can't really control everyone, di ba? We can't really tell them na you should aim for your dreams lang or you should aim for money lang. Like, yung test na yun, that was just a suggestion um, based on your skills, di ba? But that doesn't mean you can't become a businesswoman or someone in med, ganun. don't let the test tell you what to do. Because it's not really, you say what you want to do and what you can do, not the test. Okay? Yun lang yung sa akin. That test, as far as I can remember, they told us nung we took that test then na it's just a suggestion, but it's not really yung set path na ibibigay sa'yo. Like, you can choose whatever you want, but these are the best things for you. So, I guess, just like that, you can choose your own path then. Like, you could be in the middle, between pursuing dreams and money, or pursuing just your dream or pursuing just your money. But again, like we said kanina, it goes hand in hand. And ako, I acknowledge that I am privileged enough to start that business, my business, and that I have the means to do it. And there are some people who don't have the means to do it, and I acknowledge that also. So that's why it varies talaga kung ano ang makakaya mo personally, ganun. So if you need to earn money muna before you can pursue a dream, you have to earn money muna. Like I said, stability comes first. And if you have the means to pursue your dreams agad, then go pursue your dreams. And if you do have the means to pursue your dream, but you choose just to make money, then that's up to you. That's your choice. I don't really have a say on that, you know. But this the balance lies in you, on your choices, kung anong pipiliin mong path, kung nasa gitna ka man or either of the two, right? So yun, the choice is sa'yo, but if you don't have the choice, you have to really work for it talaga, for your dream or for the money. So yun lang yung insight ko on pursuing dreams versus pursuing money.
Thank you so much, Ate Ariela, for that insight. And yeah, I agree because each person has their own way of thinking, and some may want to pursue money, some may want to pursue only their dreams, and sometimes may not consider the stability or the money, while some, like Ate Ariela herself, find that center, diba? Now, with all that said, Ate Ariela, with the risk, with the skills, the talents, the opportunities, pursuing dreams versus pursuing money, and etc., what would you like to say to all our viewers when it comes to careers, dreams, and goals?
What I can say lang based on my experience na choosing your career path uh, is based on what you want or what your parents want usually, but the choice always lies within you na kung ano yung gusto mo piliin talaga in the future. And if you're confused kung anong pipiliin mo, I guess it's all up to experience lang. That's why you have to go out of your comfort zone and try new things, like I said, and pick up hobbies and interests para alam mo kung anong gusto mo. Like, you don't learn things by just looking at them. You need to experience them. And if you learn what you love, learn what you like to do, then you learn what you want to do in the future then. If you have experience of something and you love that experience, then you would want to do it in the future, right? Ako, medyo malayo ang pagiging businesswoman and crochet sa pagiging child therapist, right? That's my dream. I want to be a child therapist. But that doesn't mean I can't pursue my business also. And as you can see, I did pursue it and it did become successful right now. And in the future, I still plan on going for my dream because I have the means. Ganun. I still choose the career that I want despite it not being what the test says, like I'm artistic, ganon. I guess it became a sideline na artistic ako na I can have a business na involves my pagiging artistic and creative. But at the same time, in the future, I still plan to take the career path that I want to do kasi I know I would enjoy doing it in the future. So, I may have no experience in therapy and hanging out with a lot of children, I still want to do it. So, kasi yun yung choice ko eh. I want something, yun yung gagawin ko. But in my experience, ang kaya ko is mag-crochet right now. So, yun yung pinupursue ko ngayon. So, I guess what I can say lang, in other words, pursue what you want and pursue also what you can do. It's up to you. Lahat yun, it's up to you. And hindi mo kailangan magmadali mag-choose. Ayan, you don't have to rush your decisions kasi rush decisions often make bad decisions. So, pag-isipan nyo, but also take risk din na to do things na wala sa comfort zone nyo para alam nyo kung magugustuhan nyo ba yung ganto or yung ganyan. You know what you want. It's important to know what you want to make good decisions for your future career. Ayun.
Yes, thank you po so much, Ate Ariela, for all of the really helpful and crucial points that you've made today. So, do you have any wishes for our listeners?
I truly wish that you find something that you're really good at and that you enjoy doing. And I wish na i-pursue nyo yun and I wish you guys would be successful in the long run and you'd be happy. Yun lang.
Thank you so much po, Ate Ariela, and to all our listeners. Make sure to fulfill Ate Ariela's wish by making it a challenge to yourself to learn yourself, learn to take risks, learn what to pursue, and to really know your skills. Well, thank you so much, Ate Ariela, for joining us in today's episode, and of course to all our listeners. By the way, don't forget to check out Ate Ariela's business via her Instagram page and her Facebook page at yels.ph. And if you would like to hear more of Titan Radio's episodes, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at LSQC Titan Radio. If you happen to have any inquiries about our podcast, just message Lead's Facebook page, LSQC Lead.
This has been Titan Radio. My name once again is Renee Jamila.
And I'm Kael Zabat,
And well, once again, this has been Titan Radio,
the
the space
space
where
where
you'll
you'll
never
never
feel
feel out
out
of
of
place.
place.